I'm going to critique the best mansion in Atlanta, so if you decide to buy, build, or design a mansion, you won't make the same mistakes. I'm Arvin Haddad. I'm the How to Buy a Mansion guy. Let's watch this one together.
Welcome back to the channel. Eric here, and in this week's episode, we are down in Atlanta, Georgia, about to tour this one-of-a-kind mega mansion right behind me here, located at 1150 West Garman.
Okay, before we hear the stats, can you spot the flaw? 3, 2, 1. Okay, pay attention. I'm going to tell you in a few seconds.
It has 6 bedrooms, 8.5 bathrooms. It has a whopping 15,500 square feet of interior living space, situated on just about 2 acres of land.
Did you spot it? The width of the house, the depth of the house is way too narrow for how tall it is, right? I think they've done a pretty good job, replicating this Irish castle design without looking cheesy, but it's technically a 4-story if you count the attic too. That's a lot of height. When you have that much of a presence on the lot, you can't have a site set back like this on one side. It's sitting not comfortable enough on the lot. But the main reason why the house is really narrow is that the property sloped. It's about 2 acres. As you can see, the stairs going down. To be able to fit the swimming pool on the upper slope, they had to go a little bit of a narrow design to be able to fit the house and have the proper frontage as well. Overall though, I have to say the lot utilization is excellent. You have only one really bad side setback. You have a great frontage. You have a private driveway. You have a huge lawn in 2 different levels. So far, very good.
The vision for this home was brought to life by the architects at Harrison Design after a trip to Ireland where they toured the Muckross estate. So as you can see behind me here.
Look, if you have this dream of having a castle one day, you don't want to overdo it. Do you see this like castle tower element? They didn't just like take it and run with the whole castle look. It has elements of a castle, kind of a medieval architecture, but at the same time, it looks very presentable. It actually looks pretty damn authentic to the style. It could fit, somewhere in Europe.
Starting the tour at the exterior of the home, we enter through this awesome double-gated entry.
Perfect. I always talk about the approach. Look at that. The gate opens up. You see the property right away. At this angle, the ratio is just right. Do you know why? Because this is the higher ground elevation of the lot. From this angle, it looks like a 3-story. From the back angle, it looks like a 4-story. And that makes a huge, huge difference. It throws off that height to width ratio and it makes it look weird.
There's multiple entrances. You have the one with the kitchen, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna enter through the main entrance to this estate. The first thing you notice is this awesome double-heighted window in this beautiful wide staircase.
I absolutely love this staircase. I love the fact that it's very subtle. It goes with the architectural style. It's so elegant, right? It looks, something from 100, 200 years ago. It goes with the architectural style. And I love the fact that they backed it up with huge glasses to allow the natural light come in.
Starting off this tour, we're gonna go from the foyer off to my right here into the formal dining space. You have this barrel vaulted ceiling.
Great location, not a bad place to put a dining room, but again, I'm not getting that wow factor. Remember, this is kind of an L-shaped design. So to show the depth, they entered you, the front door is through the, where the 2 sides of the property meet to show a little bit of depth, but that's, doesn't have that oomph, right? You're looking at the stairway. It's good. It's not horrible. You get a lot of natural light coming in, but again, I'm still waiting for that, a little bit of like, let me see the backyard. Let me see the view. Let's see if it delivers in a few seconds.
To the left here, something that you'll see throughout this entire home is the use of these oversized windows to light the entire space.
This is important because this is a south-facing property. And the way the house so comfortably sits on the lawn, they have a lot of exposures.
So if we now cross over from this formal dining room, we have a hallway connecting the home, and then off to this side is the formal living room.
This is not a formal living space. This is a piano room. Only like 2 people can sit over here. This is horrible. Now, I don't care if you use formal living rooms or if you don't. On smaller homes, I could argue that are not necessary. But when we're talking about a 15,000 square foot, 4-story estate, you definitely need to have a formal living room. But the art is making it functional. Right? You need to add elements to it. Maybe incorporate a bar, a piano. the way it opens up to the other rooms, a central location where everybody can come in and hang out. This is a major failure so far. This is horrible. I'm expecting another really big room in this house that would compensate for this.
And this is pretty unique. So we have the wet bar right here with the brass on the countertop.
I love it. I think it's very elegant way of creating a wet bar that fits the architectural style and bringing a little bit of modern, but in a very classy way. Well done.
And then heading off the hallway, we have the gourmet chef's kitchen. First things first, off to the left here, we have the nice little breakfast moment. I want to call this a breakfast nook.
What a beautiful space. You got double exposures, right? You got light coming from both sides. Kitchen, you know it. It's the heart of the house. You got double island. Everyone's going to congregate over here. They've done a fantastic job. I love the spacing between the cabinets and the islands. I think they could have done a little bit better with the dining area, the table. A built-in could have been. It just looks a little bit formal for a kitchen because you already have a dining room.
I spoke about this when we were outside. This is a custom cast iron window wall with not one, but two doors which lead out to your kitchen garden.
Okay, this is kind of weird because it opens up to the front motor court where you could have had an opportunity to have it like a vegetable garden, but you really can't have a vegetable garden right off the kitchen. I really thought that's where it's going to go out to, but it's not. But again, I think it was more important to position the property the way they did, to be south facing, because it is, and you got to get a lot of natural light. So that was a sacrifice they had to make. But yeah, I don't think you would actually go out from the kitchen to this space to hang out, because who wants to be in the motor court when you have a gorgeous backyard on the other side?
Then off to the left here, we have this just beautiful 6-burner Wolf cooktop, and we have the smoke mirror for the backsplash.
Okay, I just noticed one sink, and that's not enough for a 15,000 square foot. And the wet bar does not count. I think both the islands are completely useless as far as you don't have a stove on them or a sink on them. I think they cheaped it out a little bit over there. You definitely need 2 sinks for a property of this magnitude.
Then right off the kitchen behind me, we have the family room. And I really love the open concept of this house. It makes everything flow very nicely.
That's it? That's the family room? This could be a family room of a, I guess, $2 million home in Atlanta. This is really small and it doesn't feel cozy. You're gonna have times that you wanna have a lot of people coming over, Thanksgiving, Christmas parties. There's not a single room on the first floor so far that would accommodate an event, accommodate a big party. It looks too formal.
Let's step outside. It's a beautiful spring day here in Atlanta. This is the continuation of the family room. This would be your outdoor family room.
Okay, cool space to have immediately next to the family room. But again, it doesn't compensate for that big room that I was asking. And furniture-wise so far, it's just not doing the architectural style justice whatsoever. Very plain.
And because this house is so large, let's cut right now to the owner's wing of this home. So for just a frame of reference, we're now back into the main stairwell.
So when you open the front door, you see the stairway, and at the end of it is the primary bedroom. Now back to the wow factor, it really doesn't have one. You walk into the dining room on the other side, and then you go to that little piano room, which had tiny little windows. You can't even see the freaking awesome backyard, and then you end up in the kitchen. There was a huge opportunity here missed that, when somebody comes into the door, you show the depth of the yard, you wow them, you're really hiding the backyard. And all these moments that wow the buyers is what sells the house. And it's just a missed opportunity here.
Behind me, heading further down the hallway of the owner's wing, we enter the study/library, which has the most moody feel of any room in this entire house.
Exquisite. I love the mood. I love the woodwork. I love the curtains. And one of the important things that you got to notice with L-shaped homes, you're going to get double exposures. It's beautiful. It's so nice.
So from the home study, we're now going to go into the master bedroom.
What? This looks like a kid's bedroom. Why did you go with this freaking wallpaper? Way too busy and ugly for a primary. I don't know. Is it like, oh, we had a boy? Did you guys celebrate when you guys had a son? Come on.
One of the most unique things about this main bedroom, I want you to check this out first. So head on out through the French doors first. The primary suite has its very own private balcony.
Really? Eric? You've never seen a balcony off a primary bedroom? Are you serious? This is the unique thing about the property?
I'm gonna go this way. Welcome to the primary bathroom,
which looks super dated. This is when you're designing a house and you're backward looking. This is exactly what happens. I think this house was designed and built maybe 4 or 5 years ago in about 2020s, I think. And by the way, marble doesn't go with everything, right? If this is a classic Irish castle, you got to bring some wood elements, natural wood elements into this bathroom to give it that vibe. You still can use marble, but it's just so washed out. Give it a little bit of character.
We have this shower. I've never seen this. This is swivel glass doors which open outward, but also they open inward.
It's like French doors. You open it up. Pretty cool.
And then below us, of course, when you're paying a premium like this for your home, it's going to be heated. You're going to have heated marble floors.
See, like $2 million homes could have heated floors. Come on, it's not that big of a luxury.
Transitioning from the marble floors, we now have the wide plank walnut again.
Dude, what are we in 𝗕𝗓? What's going on? Why are the shoes by the door?
We enter the master closet. Just look how large this place is.
It's so funny. He's saying it's super large, and all the evidence in the room show that this lady has ran out of space. I think the reason that this property, by the way, took 2.5 years to sell, one of the reasons was how small the closet is. This is horrible. This is just tiny closet for a 15,000 square foot home. Where did the freaking square footage go?
And then let's head now to behind me is the his closet, which is still pretty large, a bit more on the cozier side.
It's even smaller than the other one. Primary closet for a house of this caliber, the hair closet should be the size of both of them combined. That's just the reality. Don't get upset about it. If you want to provide and build and design a property for them, you got to accommodate that. Closets are deal breakers in properties. You got to at least have it, or if you don't, have a designated space that you can add the closet to.
We're going to head from the primary bathroom into the primary bedroom.
I think one of the most important things that you got to pay attention over here is that when you have an L-shaped house and you designate a wing to a primary suite, what it works out amazingly is that you don't really need a hallway. You can connect and stack the rooms after each other because they're only for the use of the husband and wife.
Up the stairs to the guest suites. And off to my left here, this is very nice. You can actually section off the entire guest wing. So through these doors, we have this stunning hallway. Check this out. You have these beautiful 6 windows.
See, my point. That's the beauty of having a primary suite on a wing. You get rid of this hallway.
Off to my right, we have the second guest bedroom. And again, all of the staging in here was done by Harrison Design.
It's horrible. What is this? Leopard? We're like on a safari in Africa? Horrible staging. This is really bad. It doesn't go with the rest of the stuff in the house.
Off to the right here, we have the ensuite bathroom.
Okay, now it's starting to show that they kind of didn't spend the money on the secondary bedrooms and bathrooms, and it's fine. Honestly, when it comes to like purchasing, if you're on a budget constraint, most people who buy the actual house care a lot less. Not that they don't, but they care a lot less about secondary, third or fourth bedrooms, toilets and bathrooms and everything.
You want to see what's in here? Comment down below if you think you know what's behind this door. The attic.
Dude, they didn't even finish the attic. Like, technically it's a 4-story. It is a 4-story home. It has attic, has stairs. They didn't finish it. But you put drywall there, that could be a game room.
We have the kids' room. The kids have taken over this room, but this could be anything. This could be another family room, a game room. You could honestly turn this into a home theater.
Horrible staging, but fantastic room. You definitely need the upstairs living. And this is a great size, actually. But one other thing they didn't have is a junior primary on the upper floor. You certainly need to have a junior primary suite on the second floor that it's at least 60-70% as good as the primary downstairs. Why? Because a lot of families have to sleep on the same floor with their kids.
Further into the home, I'll ask you which way you want to go.
I want to talk to you about why there's that ugly couch over here. What a missed opportunity. This could have been a nook. This could have been a small little library, and you just freaking put a couch there. Who the hell is going to sit there?
Off to the left here, this is the second laundry room. And just look how large this laundry room is. We have top-of-the-line Whirlpool washer and dryer.
Only 2. Again, for a property this size, you need to have 4. 2 washers, 2 dryers. I'm glad it's on the same floor as all the bedrooms, But again, it's a little, you need the setup too.
And you'll notice we're now over the garage. So you saw that 3-car garage. This is on top of the garage. We actually have a in-law suite / apartment. So this is a separate apartment.
That's good. It's good to have a guest bedroom, you know, separated from the main house. I like that about it.
You can see here, there's even a kitchenette with room for the dishwasher if you want to install that.
That's the smallest sink I've ever seen. What is going on?
It's a very large room. So you could have, you know, your in-laws staying here, friends from out of town. It's a decent space.
It really shows, like, they focused on the important stuff, which you should. Like, if you're on a budget constraint, right, it just looks so plain to me. I mean, the decor looks plain, the bedding looks cheap, everything looks cheap.
So we're now down on the terrace level. This is the 3rd floor of this house. And it's very interesting because, as you can see, most lower levels are dark, they're dingy. This might be the brightest floor in the entire house.
Because it's really a ground level because of the sloped lot, right? So this part of the property sticks out to the backyard where it gets flat. So yeah, I'm not surprised it has light.
Behind me here, we have the entertaining area with a nice TV setup.
This is actually nice. This is actually a place where I think the family room upstairs should have kind of looked like this.
This is the bar. So your favorite beer right on tap whenever you want it. And this is a climate temperature controlled wine cellar.
Dude, wine cellar by definition needs to be temperature controlled. It's like the main feature. It's the only feature. It's like saying this vehicle moves. Of course it's supposed to move.
In front of me, we have the home gym. This is a large home gym.
Is this a large home gym to you guys? Dude, this is like a small bedroom and they turned it into a gym. How is this a large gym? This is a very small gym.
Floor to ceiling mirrors so you can check yourself out while you're working out.
I'm sure you love that, Eric. Eric is actually a good sport. He's reached out on Instagram. He follows the channel. He's very humble, very nice guy.
Then off to the left, this is just, I mean, this is cedar on the walls, so it smells delicious in here. We have the Peloton into the corner, and we actually have a Pilates machine in here.
It looks like they converted the dry sauna to the Pilates room. What are you doing? Why did you go all cedar? It could have been an accent, but it looks like a dry sauna.
End of this cedar area, we have the spa.
This looks like a toilet. This is like a bathroom. This is not a spa. Are you serious?
What is a mansion without its very own cedar sauna?
Dude, I thought this sauna is going to be huge. You can't even lay down in this dry sauna. My dry sauna right here, I can show you guys. It's way bigger than this. And it's like a 3-person sauna. You got to be able to lay down. And you had 15,000 square foot and you give me this type of sauna. I'm sensitive about saunas. And this is just really, really weak. I'm glad they have that bathtub that looks like a shower bathtub where it should really have like a chiller where you can cool at temperature. I'm glad they have at least the tub outside so you can jump in. But again, it's not the vibe I'm looking for where there's a sink and everything else either. It's just, you're killing the vibe.
We just left the wellness wing. We're back on that main level of the terrace floor. And what makes this house so special is the fact that we have indoor-outdoor living.
I'm pretty sure 99% of homes in the United States, they have doors that open up to their yard. Like, this is not a special feature of this house.
At its finest here in Atlanta. This is really the selling point of this house. You can see in this frame behind me how truly colossal this house is.
Colossal, he's damn right. It looks colossal like crazy. Look, if you want to go with this much height, as I said earlier, you don't need 2 acres. You need like 4 acres. This house, like if you want to give that really proper estate mansion, you know, grounds, you need to have the grounds to back it up. Otherwise, you're making it look like a Mac mansion. And this shouldn't look like a Mac mansion. But when you go 4-story high, where is the grass? Where is the lawn? Where's the side yards to back it up?
This is the 25-yard in-ground swimming pool. So I bet a lot of you were wondering, you know, this is great having this outdoor sitting area, but what about the bugs? We have automated screens with the flick of a button.
Okay, you guys need to help me out here because I've never lived in a climate where there is a lot of bugs, thankfully. But what are these screens for? I mean, I get like they will block the bugs, but you can't like shut it down and say, hey, bugs, please go outside. You either have to have it always closed, right? Or always open. It's not like we're having a party, let me close down screens and the bugs will leave. No, the bugs will be stuck inside, right? Like, how do you filter the bugs out and then close, right? Like, how does that work? Can you guys explain it to me in the comments? I really don't know.
Then off to the right here, we have the lower level of the loggia that could be used for like a home office or something. And then up here to the left, that's actually a potting room. You could put a home garden there. Then right in front of me here, we have the rolling green backyard. You could honestly put a tennis court in.
Please don't put a tennis court. I mean, you technically can fit a tennis court probably there, but you'll be forcing it on the lot and putting it right in front of the house where everyone can see it. It's just such an ugly place to put a tennis court. This ground, the way it's actually staged down with the stairs coming down, it's a perfect place for events. If you're doing fundraising, birthday parties, this would be used all the time. I am really, really impressed by the architectural style of this property. I wouldn't design one for myself. I wouldn't buy one for myself, but I think they've just executed the facade, the features of bringing this castle looking Irish to Atlanta. It's really, really good. I don't think the width of the property allowed to have that great room. And I think the finishes in the secondary, third bedrooms were really, really cheap. But overall, I think the way the house sit on the lot was very comfortable. For consulting, link is in the description. And if you want to know why this Japanese-inspired penthouse at 432 Park Avenue sold for half the price it was listed for, click right here. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the comment section. Take care.